Our last and final letter of the episode comes from a female in Texas who writes, "Dear Jessica, my ex has been blackmailing me for the past year. We broke up a year and a month ago. Once we did, he sent me a video I had no knowledge of. It is clearly he and I having sexual intercourse on multiple occasions. Oh my God. He says if I do not pay him or have sex with him weekly, he will send it to my parents." Oh my God, this guy. "My dad is a pastor at a very popular church. Oh. He and my mom still believe that I am a virgin. Bless their hearts for that. But I am terrified of my parents finding out. I am tired of paying him, having sex with him, but I am terrified of my parents finding out the truth. What should I do?" Woo, female in Texas. This is quite a shocker. First off, let me apologize to you. I am so sorry that you were recorded without your consent. Again, this is really, really bad. And I know a lot of you, she probably had it coming. No one has that coming. The thing is, sex is a very private thing. Yes, I get paid to do it on a camera, so please listen to that. But sex is a private thing. When there's no camera involved, it's something that, it's like a gift you're giving someone, and it's a special gift. Because if it wasn't, everybody would be included, right? So when you record it without their consent, you cheapen that, and you also violate them. You violate their intimacy and you violate their trust. You also violate their love, and it makes you feel dirty. And I'm sorry that you probably feel that way. I would say I wouldn't take him back because, hello, he's violated your trust. I would stop paying him. I would stop having sex with him. I would print out every single text message. I would make sure that I had a copy of the tape. And then I would get a really good lawyer. I would take him to small claims court and I would sue him. I would sue him for violation of my privacy. I would sue him until he realized that this was not okay. And there's also things you can do in civil court. When you sue somebody, you can say, I don't want money from you. Or you may want the money. You may say, I want the money that I've been blackmailed with, because this is extortion. And extortion is illegal. Even if it's this type of extortion, it's still illegal. But when you go to court, you can say, I want, the full refund of the money that I was extorted. I also want the main copy of this video. And then I want the names of everybody that you sent this to, as well as the sites. And that way you can go ahead and do a sweep of it and get it all down. As far as your parents concerned, your mom and dad were not always church folk. I'm going to say that. And if you don't think your mom and dad don't know what you're doing, they do, because they're your mom and dad and they know you. So I would not be ashamed or scared. I would actually try to enlist them, because you've got some of the best parents. You've got prayer warriors on your side. They can pray for you. They can be an intercessor for you. And they may also be able to pull some strings in regard to, this is a nice church girl who got caught up in some things, Your Honor, and we just need you to help. Yep. So don't ever feel like you're alone in this, because I feel like maybe that's where you're at, is you feel like you're just in this hole and you keep getting pulled down more and more. And this is a year. So this is like 365 days of you like, I just need this to, stop. So you can make this stop. And I think if you explain to your parents that you have learned your lesson and they see that you are taking the right steps to prevent it. And also, if they know that you and this particular person, if you guys were a real item, you guys had been together for years and you guys felt like that was the next step of, the next progression, because it's the next progressive step when you're in a relationship. You become friends, you go on dates, then you start dating, then you can start hanging out, and then kissing, then hugging, you know what I mean? And then it leads up to that. So that's a natural progression. I don't really think they're going to be upset with you about that, but I think they will be upset about the fact that you let it go on so long and you felt that you couldn't come to them, because they're people of God. You should always be able to lean on people of God, especially prayer warriors like you have. But I think you know, keep your head up, keep your chin up, and don't ever let this get you down, because you can sue him and you can win. And I know you're thinking, I don't want to go through all of that. But honey, you've already went through all of this. You've went through this for a year and a month. So why not do the right thing? Get him the right way, because retaliating the way that he's doing, stooping to his level, that will never work. But if you get a judge to sign an order to make him stop, get him a cease and desist in his life, guaranteed this will stop. Guaranteed he'll never do it again to another person, because this will shut it down. You're not just doing this for you, you're doing this for other people, because you never know. You may decide to do this civil suit and 3 of his ex-girlfriends before you come through and say, girl, he was blackmailing me too, and thank you. You know what I mean? So just remember, still continue to be that beacon of hope for others, because you never know, you know. But don't give up hope, number one. And number two, please, please, please seek legal action. Do not be afraid to, you know, get justice for this. Eliminate the shame and the stigma. You were a virgin, you're not a virgin anymore. And you're going to be okay, because this is not 1865. We do not have a monarch. Your daddy's not going to give a dowry out. You know what I mean? So you're fine. You lost your virginity. Where did it go? You know what I mean? So let's not use that term either. Let's just say you became a woman. You decided, you know, the next step in your life was, you know, to remove your womanhood, you know what I mean? But don't ever feel bad about this. I hope this goes great for you. I'm so sorry this happened to you, but let me know how it turns out, and thank you so much for the letter.